Have you ever navigated the most insanely busy week, full of logistics, tight deadlines, and big goals, and actually done it flawlessly? You met all the goals, you made it all happen, but at the end of the week, you still felt behind? It's like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. And then the thought of slowing down, that feels terrifying. So you just keep going, even though you're desperate for a break. If this is you, listen up. Today, I'm going to show you how to confidently slow life down in 3 simple steps. And this is not in a passive, let's check out of life kind of way. This is about being conscious, and it is powerful because it helps you connect with what really matters, and it helps you find your natural focus each week. And finally, stop living this ridiculous war with time. All right? So let's dig in. First step, number 1, we need to acknowledge and we need to get out of linear time. Now, what do I mean by that? All right? Traditional time is linear. It's A, B, C. It's all about productivity. There's pressure involved in timelines. It's what the 5-year plan is made of, right? But here's the thing, you are not a machine. You are a cyclical being. And our world is a system that is also cyclical. It's built around repetition and rhythm. Just like the sun rises and sets each day, we get up, we live our day, and we retreat to sleep each day, and the cycle repeats. Now, the moon, our closest celestial neighbor, is also cyclical. It completes its full cycle every 29 and a half days. As it does that, the angles that it makes with the sun create energies that we experience here on Earth. And when we tap into our natural state of being, each month there is a time to act, a time to reflect, a time to release, and a time to rest. Now, here's where it gets tricky and why daily life can be so painful and unpleasant. It's if you don't know where you are in the cycle, you can overdo it. You can get carried away and you can overextend yourself until you find yourself sick and forced to take a break. Or you can freeze and you can get stuck in inaction or repeating the same patterns over and over again. And before you know it, every day feels the same. I've been there. I'm thinking you have too. So this first step is this realization that there is linear time and there is cyclical time. Realize that much of society and the constructs in which we live are designed with linear time in mind. And then think about what that means. Of course, you've been pulled into living in a linear way. Of course, all your thoughts, conscious and unconscious, are based on this linear construct. But then again, remember, our natural state is cyclical. Now, to fix it, it doesn't mean that we run away from life. But we start here. We start with this awareness that there is a difference between linear and cyclical, and we can move forward and now focus on finding a way to reconcile being a cyclical being living in a linear world. And that brings me to step 2. Find a natural rhythm that you can sync to. Now, obviously, we have the natural rhythm of our days, but they're too rooted in linear time, right? The fundamental building block of linear time literally is the 24-hour day. So we can go bigger than the day or smaller than the day to find a rhythm. And if I think about going smaller, that would entail multiple cycles within a 24-hour day, which isn't practical, right? I don't know about you, but I don't want to be syncing to something new within the course of a single day. Do you? So we go bigger. And the moon is a natural place to look. Each week, the moon changes its phase, and that phase has a specific message, a specific energy, and a specific call to action. So let me walk you through those phases. The first week is the new moon, and it's all about pausing and planning. This is when we allow ourselves to dream. We go within, meditate, go for walks, journal. It's a time to make time for yourself and for your creative pursuits. It's the 1 week of the month when self-care is a top priority. The following week, we have the first quarter. The first quarter is about decision and action. It's when we move things forward in life. It's when we have difficult conversations and we face things. Now, the energy of this week, the first quarter week, is the energy that we are living in most of the time, in linear time. It's this make things happen type of energy. And as you can see, it has its place, right? It's one of these phases. But it's not meant to be 100% of the time. It's 25%. 25%. Okay, then we move on to the full moon. That's the third week, which is all about realization and culmination. At the full moon, things come into full view. Literally, we see the whole moon, and that is a metaphor. It's showing us as much as it possibly can. It's a time when we're meant to see the truth, see the culmination of our efforts. It's a time to be out and about. It's a time to be social. It's a great time for celebrations and for fun. But most of all, really what it is it's a time to be there for others and to be in community. It's a time to be present and to participate. This full moon week is about experiencing life by showing up for others and giving to them, as well as receiving what is being given to you. And then we have the last quarter. The last quarter is about integration and closure. During this week, we finally reflect upon what has happened in our lives, and again, we take action by taking what we've learned and we decide what we wish to keep and integrate, be it things that we've accumulated or lessons or accomplishments. And we also decide what to let go of, what we've outgrown or what no longer serves us. Now, this is a powerful step that we often skip because we are so busy in the make things happen mindset. But if we don't do this, we're going to be holding on to too much and get weighed down by it all. Think about hoarding, right? We all know people who have these tendencies. And hoarding is technically classified as a mental health condition. People who accumulate so many things, it starts to weigh them down. Their homes are stuffed to the brim with so many things that they can hardly move and operate in life. Everything we accumulate, be it things, knowledge, relationships, positions that we hold, they take up space. And as you move through life, it's natural to add to it through our progress and our achievements. But what are you removing to keep that balance? How are you showing up to all that is in your life? Is your life so full that you're neglecting the people you love? This last phase of the moon is about looking at that balance and taking action that needs to be taken to maintain your life and maintain that balance. And this rhythm of the moon is our natural design. It's been in place since the existence of Earth itself. And all while living in linear time, you can choose to also live by this design. Which brings me to step 3. Make it easy to live in this cyclical timing by getting a guide. Now, tracking the moon cycles is possible, but it's also tricky. The moon doesn't shift its phase at a set day and time each month. For example, there is no 9 a.m. Monday morning meeting for the moon phase shift. But there is something called Moon Chat. It is a simple science-based system that empowers you to integrate the moon's natural rhythm into your linear life. It liberates you from living on the hamster wheel of life, all while giving others the illusion that you're still on it. Because, let's be honest, life goes on and you're not going anywhere. You're still around. You're just living by a different design. Now, Moon Chat brings you a custom email notification, which is personalized based on your birth chart, 2 days prior to each moon phase. Each email is going to tell you a few things. It's going to tell you, number one, what phase we're in. It's going to tell you also how to move with the energy instead of staying stuck in that make it happen phase all the time, which is so exhausting. And it also tells you what area of your life is being the most supported that week. Be it career, family, love, spirituality. Honestly, there are 12 unique areas of life. And this system keeps track of all of them based on your birth chart. And it lets you know which one is in focus each week. And so in addition to those 4 moon phases that we naturally cycle through each month, You will also receive guidance that points you to each of these 12 areas of life throughout the year, and they are balanced. You will get 48 unique phases each year, 4 moon phases that touch each of the 12 areas of life. All of this from our closest celestial neighbor. Imagine that. It's nature at its finest, and it is not random. It follows a very precise, predictable pattern. One that's been around since the dawn of time. I like to say the moon is always talking to us. The question is, will we listen? Now, I created Moon Chat for myself first because I needed a system that would help me slow down without losing momentum. And after using it for a few years, my days are now filled with intention and helpful context. Context that keeps me grounded and enables me to quiet this ridiculous buzz of life because I know that I'm focused on exactly what needs to be my priority. So, if you're tired of fighting linear time and you're ready to feel grounded, focused, and most of all, powerfully in sync with your natural state of being, come try Moon Chat. Annual plans come with a free 14-day trial, and you can join the monthly plan for just $19 a month. I'll put a link in the show notes. Moon Chat. It is the only custom guidance system that liberates you from the production mindset of linear time, and it finally syncs you to the natural rhythm of life, which is really where we all belong.